So, I hate judgmental pricks who think that you're not allowed to like something unless you know the extensive musical history of it. Mostly it happens in music, sometimes it happens in comic books even, but the thing is that you're allowed to like something that has come of years of experimentation and adaptation and evolution of a subject without liking the original subject. For example, this teenage Facebook friend of mine, he's like 16 or 17, I can't remember which, is obsessed with Black Sabbath, and he's lately been making all these posts about how, you don't deserve to like rock or modern rock or metal if you don't realize that Black Sabbath is the one who like pretty much created the genre and blah 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 blah, or type of things. Like if you don't like Black Sabbath but you like modern rock, you're crap, you're trash and whatever. I'm just looking at him like, compare the two. They don't sound similar anymore because it's been 30-40 years of people taking it and adding their own twist to it, and taking that bit and then adding their own twist to it. It's kind of like a game of telephone. If you have 30 years of every day someone telling a new person this phrase and that person telling another person, you're gonna end up with a completely different phrase. So if you I love modern rock, I hate classic rock, but I hate anything from the 80s and older up until we get to about like the 20s and 30s. But like, I hate I hate music from I just don't like the way it sounds. It's not pleasant sounding to me, but if you love it, then you love it. I mean, like, it's fucking music. It's not meant to be studied. Like, yes, okay, fine, but you're allowed to listen to music. Everyone listens to music pretty much. It's very rare if you're not a type of person who listens to music, and they do exist. My brother's an example. Anyways, and the whole point of you listening to this music is for you to enjoy it, to help you work out, to help you do homework, to just zone out or cancel out all the noise on the bus or on the street or whatever else. It's just meant for you to enjoy. So you're allowed to enjoy a modern byproduct of an old bit. I mean, every single bit of music in our culture comes from something way older that doesn't sound anything like it. So what if I like modern bands and I don't like freaking Black Sabbath or AC/DC or whatever the fuck? It doesn't matter. I recognize that they started it, but that's only because I'm a huge nerd and I know shit about history. If some like 15-year-old is like, yeah, Fall Out Boy, and doesn't know that Fall Out Boy is the modern byproduct of these guys from the freaking 70s and 80s, then you have no reason to hate on them, because they found this band. Hey, that's the sounds that they're making with their mouths and instruments and stuff sounds good to my ears, so I'm gonna listen to their music. You can't be all like, oh, don't you even realize that shit came from Black Sabbath? Like, what the hell? Like, if you play the Black Sabbath for them, it's like, oh, here, listen to some real music. And they're like, oh, I don't like that. And they're like, well, you're listening to Fall Out Boy, so you gotta like this because this is what Fall Out Boy was 30 years ago or whatever the fuck. Like, come on, dude. That'd be like saying I have to like 80s techno because I listen to dubstep. I don't know if you've noticed, but the two sound totally different, and I hate 80s techno. But I do listen to dubstep sometimes. When I'm like trying to work out, I find it's really, epic because of the bass drops and makes me feel all like, yeah, let's go kick some ass or something. I don't know. Anyways, it'd be like, okay, I'm a huge fucking nerd when it comes to books and all this other stuff, and that'd be like me looking at someone who is reading a Batman comic, and they're like, oh man, I love Batman, especially the whole like dark stuff with Arkham Asylum and all this other stuff. It's like, well, do you like H.P. Lovecraft? Nah, it's a little hard to read sometimes because of the older language, and it's a little bit more complicated for me. It's like, oh, well then you don't deserve to like Batman, or especially not Arkham Asylum, because Arkham Asylum came from H.P. Lovecraft, so there. Like, that's fucking bullshit. There's so little in common anymore because it's changed so much since the original influence that you can't fucking get pissed off at them for that. H.P. Lovecraft is the reason why I use H.P. Lovecraft. His influence is absolutely everywhere. Pretty much anything sci-fi or horror has some little taste of his influence, because it's huge. I actually wrote a college essay on this. But the thing is that actually, Neil Gaiman said this, and I like it. Most people know Lovecraft without ever actually having heard of him, because his stuff is everywhere. Just like, just like, okay, it'd be like saying you can't like Black Sabbath because you don't like Elvis, because Elvis started rock. No, he did not, actually. It was, If Buckcherry? No, it was actually this woman before him, actually. So, you don't know who that is? You don't deserve to be listening to Black Sabbath, because, I mean, come on, they came up with it first, so, you know what? If you don't like that stuff, you don't deserve to be listening to this, and if you don't recognize that came from that, then you don't deserve to be listening to it. It's fucking stupid! People are allowed to listen to whatever the fuck they want to listen to. People are allowed to dislike whatever kind of music they don't like. Like, I fucking hate country. I fucking hate 70s, 80s music, and I don't know of much in 60s or 50s, but anyways. Like, I fucking hate the way that sounds. It just does not sound nice to me, so I listen to more modern music. Like, I like 90s rock, I don't like 80s rock. I like rock from pretty much 90s onward, but I don't like the stuff from behind that, and that's totally cool, because my ears like the sound of this kind of music, but don't like the sound of that kind of music. I fucking hate country, I rap and pop, there's some really good ones and there's some really shitty ones. It doesn't fucking matter. The whole point, the reason why there are so many different types of music out there is because there's so many types of people. So if you're getting pissed off at someone because they don't like the exact same niche of music that you do, then you're being a fucking jackass. Come on, dude. And along with those people who, like, if someone's wearing the memorabilia, or, like, the freaking merchandise, sorry, of some band or whatever, but they don't actually really know that band, what if they just like the design of the t-shirt, or they didn't even know it was a band? You don't have to go lecturing them and forcing them to buy a CD or some shit. Like, I mean, I love Invader Zim, I love Jonan Vasquez's work in general, and so Gur is fucking hilarious, I think he's awesome, but I see all these people wearing stuff from Invader Zim, and especially with the Gur thing going on, I don't go up to each and every one of them and like, do you even watch the show? And then this brings on, like, when I say comic books, you know, the whole fake geek girl thing. Like, if ever a girl is wearing memorabilia or merchandise from some comic book, they have to prove that they are nerdy enough to these guys who will walk up to them. And I find that really stupid, because when it comes to superheroes and comic books and video games or whatever, I know far more. I don't know a single guy who compares to all the nerdy girls I know, including myself. So shut the fuck up. People are allowed to like whatever they want, and they don't have to justify it. If you like something because you just like it, I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, okay, if something is problematic or whatever, then you can recognize that and explain it, but just claiming that someone's not allowed to like something because they don't appreciate things the way you do is fucking bullshit, okay? So calm the fuck down. Everyone's allowed to like whatever the fuck they want to, okay? That's why there's so many different genres and all these different forms of media and all these such different ideas and stories and music and dance and movies, TV shows, etc., 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 because there's just so many different types of people. And so what if something evolved from something else and it became its origins traced back to that? I mean, fucking chimpanzees and humans are extremely similar because we're a common ancestor, but you're not going to say, like, you can't like humans if you don't like chimpanzees. So, thanks for watching.